Hi guys, this is definitely our first attempt in recording. Totally
Definitely
didn't
not our
fucking.
definitely not our second take.
Definitely not our second take. This is totally not a second joke told by Tori. Tori, take it away.
All right. Where does Dracula eat his lunch?
Blood bank. No.
No. At the Casketeria.
The Casketeria.
Sorry, that was
Your first joke was better.
Well, yeah.
That totally didn't happen.
Yeah, the first joke that I never said.
Right.
Ever.
John,
in my
introduce
life.
us.
I have a better joke.
Okay.
Why are there fences around graveyards?
Why?
Because people are dying to get in.
Wow.
Wow.
What? It's clever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It is.
Oh, I think that's a better pun than yours, Casketeria.
Welcome to the Communicast. I am the one started. I'm Silverfist. Oh god, oh my god, I'm so glad that the first recording didn't happen, so if nobody knows that I confused Mighty Number 9 and Big Hero 6. Shit!
That was funny, though.
Yeah, but it was very embarrassing. That never happened, guys, so don't believe Ondor's lies.
Ondor?
Ondor's lies. I'm Captain Bash from Dalmasca.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Captain Bash from Dalmasca. Don't believe Ondor's lies.
I am Kappa Napa 101. There you go.
Kappa Napa 101.
Changed it.
Did.
I'm anime.
I'm Mummy Donovan 101. 101. Why did I take your number? I don't know why I did that. Okay. Texas Steampunk Kuldra. Happy Halloween, everybody.
You said you'd take my name. You said you'd take my.
John's turning into a robot.
Tori, I don't know why you added 101, but we did agree when we got married you take my last name, so.
I know. I'm fulfilling my end of the bargain. Because, Ryan didn't bring his moose when he came down here.
It wasn't a moose. Alright. Let me remind you. It wasn't a moose. It was $5 and a cow and a wheel of cheese. And I couldn't fit a cow in my suitcase. They wouldn't allow carry-on.
Well, that's not my problem, is it?
Look, I can't just mail you a cow, Tori.
Fine. Excuses. Whatever. It's too late now.
Wow.
See, I held up my end of the bargain and gave her all she wanted. Including the pony.
I'm a little sad now.
Okay, Ryan. It's okay, Ryan.
It's not my fault, Tori.
It's blame TSA. This is so awkward.
Anyways. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Welcome to the Spoopycast.
Welcome.
We're short one man today.
Oh right.
Oh yes. Who's gonna throw shit on Tom today? You, me, or...
Well, Tom couldn't make it because he's taking a nappy poo.
Because Tom's being a big baby.
He's been up all night looking at fan art of the Witch Mercy from the new Overwatch Halloween skins.
Dude, her fucking thighs though.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's your Halloween costume, Tori. Get working.
Just her thighs.
Okay, fine. Just the thighs. I can do that.
Just her thighs.
I'll just be like a floating pair of thighs.
Yep.
Yes. That's all we want, Tori. Nothing else. So yeah, Tom's not here, so this is actually going to be a good podcast.
Oh, come on, man. Tom's never done anything to you.
Yeah, but he likes bad anime, so. He likes Monster Masune.
I know, because I'm like, is he the one who likes Monster Masune?
Yes, he is.
Pretty sure it was him.
Yeah, that's enough to say that.
I would say so to
It's
you,
actually a
John,
good-
but he likes Monster Musume.
No. I hate Monster Musume. It's trash.
It's hot trash. God, why did he have to bring that back on this podcast? Like, I thought we banned that anime from this podcast a year ago.
I know, it's been like a year. And it's returned.
It's returned to haunt us.
Oh. Although I am watching trash anime right now, so I can't talk shit.
Like what?
I'm watching Keijo.
Oh, you said it was good
Oh.
anime.
No, okay.
You said
Before
you
we
need
go-
to watch it. You didn't say it was good.
Yeah. Okay, so before let's just start talking about our weeks. I'm watching new animes. I'm watching Keijo. It just started up this Thursday on Crunchyroll.
Nice.
In a nutshell, this anime is about girls who are chosen because of their athletic prowess to compete in a game in which they stand on little floating platforms in a pool, and they'd have to knock each other off without the use of their hands or legs. They have to use anything else they can.
It's that Dead or Alive Extreme game.
Exactly.
Isn't
Except
that like that Mayan
Butt bump.
that Mayan ball game?
It's the Bump and
No.
Butts game.
it's Bump and Butts game. It's called Hip Whip. It's literally called Hip Whip Girls Keijo.
Hit Whip Girls Occasion.
Let me tell you something
Whip
about this
Girls
anime.
Occasion.
Hip Whip Girls Keijo.
Yes.
This anime is tight though.
I bet it makes her pants tight, if you know
It
what I'm
does.
saying.
You know what? In the first episode, I couldn't watch it in public because people kept on staring at me because
Of course they were.
of all the loud moans.
Where
I
were
was
you
like-
watching this in public? Like on your phone or in
Yes,
the library?
At the student union with no headphones on, full
See,
volume.
you could have gone about that a lot better, where it's just they would stare at you and you'd look at them and go, ladies,
Everyone's what you got.
ladies, and some
Yeah, still good, ladies.
tip.
So,
my
yeah.
my week was pretty boring. I worked. Work is hard, guys. Work is hard. I forget why. I remember why I don't like working, because it's hard.
But you get the monies, so
But I get the monies from John.
Yeah, about that, Ryan. No more.
Oh, what?
I'm cutting you off.
Oh,
yeah, that was like
Okay, bye.
a
Bloop.
benefits thing because you didn't have a job.
Ryan, you've been spending the money on Overwatch crap. I'm gonna have to cut you off, sir.
hey, the money you gave me was not spent on Overwatch. Spent on World of Warcraft.
There you go. Shame on you. Tori, what about you? What have you been doing this week?
Well, yesterday was my parents' birthday because my parents share a birthday. It was special because it's my mom's 50th birthday. And last Saturday we had a party and we invited all the family. It was fiesta themed, so like it was decorated all Mexican with like Dia de los Muertos thing, but also fiesta thing like fiesta, the celebration here in San Antonio. And we all had a good time. We played loteria and we had margaritas and enchiladas. But here's the thing: my grandmother's a cheater when it comes to loteria because you're supposed to put coins on whatever cards you have or like whatever little things on the mat that you have, even
Mhm.
if it doesn't get you a bingo. Like say we're just doing diagonals and you have one that's not gonna get you a diagonal, you still gotta put your coin down. But my grandmother, when like someone won, she's like, "Oh, I didn't have anything." I'm like, "You lie! You had 2 places. You had 2 of those. Give up those pennies."
What's Loteria?
It's bingo.
Mexican bingo.
Mexican bingo. When
Although
you
we
get a
have to-
bingo, do you go arriba?
That's racist.
Is it?
Yeah, very.
It's kind of funny.
Like, how
though.
dare you? Just because we're Mexicans drinking margaritas.
But did you go arriba?
No,
She
Oh.
can't even pronounce it.
I can't roll my R's, dude. I'm a half-baked Mexican.
You're more tortilla than you are.
I'm
You
a
are-
flour tortilla.
No,
Not
yeah,
even
you
a
are.
corn tortilla. Not even a corn tortilla.
No, you're flour because you're white.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that reminds
But, like,
me.
we
The
got
other
the
day,
censored
someone
version.
asked if I was Latino.
What?
I was
You-
talking to someone over Discord, and someone just went like, "Are you Mexican?" I was like, Me? Yeah, you. What? No, I am not.
You should have gone yes, man.
Last I checked, I'm very much white. I woke up this morning, looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, I'm still
Sweet
white.
Christmas.
Neat. Sweet Christmas.
They did keep that. I was happy.
That's the only thing. Okay, so is that all you did, Tori?
Celebrate my parents' birthday. Oh, okay. For their actual birthday, their present is that I actually acted like a functioning adult for once. I made my bed. I did the dishes. I fed the dogs. Just stuff that they tell me to do, but I don't normally do.
I hate making the bed. Like, that's just something I never really understood. It's just like it's gonna get messy like in less than 12 hours.
Well, it's good to just look at a nice, neat bed, especially when, I don't know, I need to lay stuff down on it. Like if I need to fold my laundry.
Oh, I don't actually have a bed. I sleep on a futon.
So I love futons. Futons are awesome. Wait, is it a click-clack, though? Is it like an actual, legit futon?
What?
Okay, does the back go click-clack to turn it into a bed?
There's a lot of words being said that I don't understand, but okay.
Well, the back goes flat to turn into a bed, but the thing is, like, it's kind of broken, so it can't go into bed form. So
you're sleeping on a couch?
Pretty much.
Oh, that can't be good for your back.
Yeah.
Ouch, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my weekend.
In my week, I played Overwatch with Tom, and some Divinity Original Sin, too. Tom.
But Tom's not here today
to talk about that.
Because he's a baby.
He needs his nappy time.
You know what? Tom is a dumpster baby.
Wow.
Just the prom night dumpster baby.
Well, I didn't go there. So you went there, Tori.
Wow. Let's not call him a dumpster baby.
Because he's trash and he's a baby.
Wow, let's not. John, that's going a little too far. There's the line. You're like over there. You're beyond the line. Stop it.
I mean, I did nothing wrong.
Yeah. Neither did Harambe. Look where he's now.
Yeah, he's the theme at my sister's homecoming dance.
What?
Okay, literally. You know how schools are stupid and they let kids choose the theme? Like, they let kids vote on the theme?
Everyone voted Harambe.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, to reconcile the fact that that's what was chosen and the kids aren't going to go for anything else, they're saying it's Jungle Book themed, but the kids know what it really is.
Tori, I'm going to talk to your sister. And I'm going to go to this homecoming dance for the Harambe.
No. I'll call the police. Saying there's a man, looks like this. He's a pedo.
Oh, okay. I'm just going for the memes, not for the kids.
I know you're going for the memes.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I'm telling police you're a pedo.
But I just want to go see Harambe.
The meme needs to be as dead as the subject, alright?
Y'all are terrible. Can't let me have any fun.
You can have fun, just enough with the Harambe.
Just not at that high school. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other adult-themed Harambe parties for you to go to.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Adult-themed Harambe parties, eh?
Oh, jeez. That sounded a lot better in my head.
Are we recreating that fanfic we read?
The one where we put in John's name.
Harambe.
We need to contact that author of Poopsie and the artist of Connor X Harambe and have him make a Poopsie X Harambe.
No, let's not.
No.
Yes, let's do it.
Like, as much as I love reading Poopsie, like, the guy who wrote Poopsie just doesn't actually need to write anymore. He's already wrote, like, 3 or 4 stories.
Is it a guy?
Yeah, from Germany.
Oh! I thought it was a girl.
Nope.
I was legit gonna believe this was, like, some girl's, fantasy story. Where, like, yeah, she was all alone, but then she got a hot boyfriend.
No, it's some guy from Germany. I looked into this. I looked a little too far into it, more than I should have, in all honesty.
Oh no! Don't fall into DeviantArt.
The story was posted in DeviantArt, so
I know, but like, don't dive too deep into it. Just go
Yeah.
for what you came for, and don't look back.
Yeah, we found some really bad art in general. Me, John, and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, other than that, let's talk about Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Sweet Christmas. No, wait. You know what?
What?
I'm making a petition so Luke Cage in season 2 can say "Sweet Johnmas."
Mm, you know what? I'm down for that.
Yeah, just we'll make the budget like 2K. We'll give it to him and be like just one line. Sweet Johnmas. Sweet John.
Like, just say it just once.
He'd be like, "Beat it, cracker." And he'd be like, "But I'm Mexican." He's like, "Shut up."
It's a shame that he's not coming to Alamo City Comic Con, even though pretty much everyone else is. Like, everyone else, like, oh, well, Daredevil's coming, and Kilgrave is coming, and Foggy is coming, and Punisher is coming, but nope, no Luke Cage. Otherwise, I would totally have him do that for you.
I mean, it still can happen, Tori.
Yeah,
Don't-
maybe he'll come
don't-
next year and I'll ask for you.
So, let's talk about Luke Cage. First, let's establish that this is going to be spoiler times. We're going to be spoiling things. So if you don't like spoilers, go away. Don't listen. Come back.
Don't drink a beer.
Go watch, I don't know.
Go watch an anime.
Go watch an anime. Watch some anime.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you that are staying for the spoilers, hello. It's spoiler time. Tori, how'd you like the show?
I enjoyed it very much. I liked it especially because Luke Cage is more of an open hero. Like, he's open to the public. He doesn't fight in the shadows. He fights in the streets where everyone can see him. And so like for the big battles, like the one at the very end, there's like a whole audience who's just like, "Yeah, Luke, go! Get him!"
Get him.
And it's so entertaining. Like, "You got this, Luke. You got this."
Kick his ass, Luke.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, they're going through, like, the dialogue that's, like, very family heavy, where it's like, "Oh, my mother died alone because of you," or whatever. Or it's like, "I never liked your mother. Your mother was a bitch." And one guy's like, "Oh, shit, he's talking about your mom, dude. You gonna take that?" Like, this total stranger just tells him this.
Yep. I'm a little tired. Oh, holy fuck. Alright, so I also like Luke Cage a lot. I enjoyed it. But there was some downsides to it, I would say. Like around episode 7 or so, where the story kind of like deviated from its original path and goes into like, okay, this is happening now.
Goes into Netflix Marvel land.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, now for some reason we gotta include more parts of the city. We gotta have an even bigger villain.
Yeah. So
and also this whole thing, we have to derail any sense of justice that was coming. Because that seems to be the same thing in Daredevil. It's like, okay, we're gonna have this trial, and instead of the trial going straight forward, right in the middle, trial goes to shit. Same here. Investigation seems to be going well, and then blown to pieces. Now you gotta start from scratch.
They gotta make a season 3, so they can't have Mariah in jail already. Or season 3, season 2.
That I believe. I'm like, it makes sense that Mariah wasn't taken down, because we don't want to get rid of all the bad guys, because
even though they got rid of like the major bad guy. Like, started out as like Cottonmouth, and it was Luke versus Cottonmouth, like
Luke versus Cottonmouth all the time.
And then all of a sudden Mariah kills Cottonmouth, and Cottonmouth is dead, and then it gets like, oh, here's another guy. Here's the weapon dealer, Diamondback, who's kind of hinted at like throughout the first half of the series, and then he shows up like right after Cottonmouth dies, and he's
Samuel L. Jackson.
He's Samuel L. Jackson. Like, that's your favorite scene from Pulp Fiction, where Samuel L. Jackson quotes the Bible before shooting a guy in the face. Yeah, it's like Diamondback just watched that scene and is like, damn, that's an amazing scene. I'm gonna make that my shtick. And so he quotes the Bible all the time. Like,
even if it's not relevant.
it's hardly irrelevant. It's like, do you read the Bible? And it's like, okay. I mean, like, it's one thing from, like, yeah, the Daredevil, he was Catholic, and that was kind of his shtick, whereas, like, sins or whatever the fuck, because he attacks people. Daredevil.
He's like penance and all that, yeah.
And then it's just like Diamondback's like Bible. It's weird.
The Bible.
The Bible.
He goes to people. And
He
like,
goes to
smack with the
people and
Bible.
just smacks people with the Bible.
So then I would not like this series then.
Yeah, you might like it.
But the Bible scares me.
The Bible should scare you, John. You have sinned.
I have sinned.
You
I
should
have
repent
engaged.
by getting smacked by the Bible.
I have partaken in the sin of premarital sex, so I deserve sin.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Tori, let's go. Wait.
Whoa.
No.
That was a little
dude.
sudden.
Sorry, Tori.
Okay, but you know, for all the Bible references, he never once brought up Isaac and Ishmael, and I was kind of disappointed because that is totally the most relevant Bible story to his situation.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Yeah, considering, okay, because spoilers here, the whole reason why Diamondback hates Luke is because, okay, first of all, they have the same father, because Luke's dad is a preacher. The preacher has a sexy secretary, and that's Diamondback's mother. So, before Luke was born, his mother was having a hard time having kids. And, you know, that's very stressful on a marriage. So, the preacher sleeps with the secretary, and he has a son. His firstborn son. Not from his wife, but from someone who works for him. But then, miracle baby Luke shows up, even though they thought Etta, the mother, couldn't have kids. And so now Luke is the golden child, and Diamondback is pushed aside. So basically, even though they grow up together and they're best friends, Diamondback doesn't get the special treatment that Luke does, and so he resents him for it. Like, they crashed a car when they were teenagers, and so Diamondback had to go to juvie, but Luke just had to go to, like, military school. And so that's why Luke is in the situation he's in, because Diamondback ruined his life after that.
That's
Wait.
why he was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Did Diamondback have a father? I mean, father figure?
Not really.
Not that we saw, no.
Well, what I'm getting at is, if you are they going with like a trope saying that, oh, after Luke was born, like they just said, oh, you're not my son, you know, you're on the side.
Well, they know there was a son, but like he didn't get the attention anymore because he wasn't the only son anymore. He wasn't like the son.
I don't think.
Now Luke is the
I think
son
it was
'cause he's legitimate.
established that he never really got like that sort of attention, like a father would give a son.
Oh yeah, true. But then Luke didn't either.
But Diamondback didn't know that.
He didn't know that, and I guess he doesn't really care.
Oh yeah. Music
Although
in the
scene-
show. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, music. Okay, I was just gonna say that Luke, all he has to do is like, what? How he's my brother? How can that be? And then he just stands in the church and remembers, like, you know, all the glances that Diamondback's mother would give Luke's mother, like just the tension between their mothers, and it's like, oh my gosh, my dad was totally sleeping with her. That makes sense now. So I'm like, really? It took you? Oh, maybe he did know it, but he didn't like to think about it because he was a kid. You don't think about those things when you're 10.
You sure? Yeah. No, you don't. John might though, because John's weird like that.
What about me?
Nothing. So the music in the show
I hurt
was
my tongue.
top notch. Like you couldn't pick a better soundtrack for this show.
It was a lot of classic. It was very funky. I don't know how else to describe it.
Bunch of live. There was also like they would have live performances, quote unquote
in the
live
club.
performances in the club. Harlem's Paradise. It was good. Good music. Fantastic music. Bunch of like if you know Harlem, it has all the things that are associated with Harlem.
Jazz.
Like jazz and figures
Nice
and
bars.
places.
Art.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Like, Oh, that'd be a really. It looked like it would be cool to go there, like if that were an actual place. Well, I'm sure there's some place like it in Harlem.
I wouldn't want to go there.
Well, because people
'Cause I'm
die every
scared.
other day.
Because I'm scared.
But why are you scared?
Because I feel like I'd be too white and they would not appreciate that.
That's true. I could probably get in. If Claire can get in, then I can get in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
another thing.
obviously
Claire
can
was
get
in it, and she was amazing, as she always is.
She was
I love
pretty
Claire.
good, although I didn't particularly enjoy how she got, like, kind of wedged into the love interest role.
But
Like, I felt
they
that was...
were together in the comics, but I know at the same time, I'm like, oh, because, well, Defenders is coming up, and, well, Claire and Luke, they seem like a good couple. Like, they're not gonna backstab each other anytime soon. So when Defenders comes in, and Claire's like, hey, I brought my boyfriend Luke, Matt and Jessica are gonna be there, and they're just gonna be like, ah! They're gonna be so heartbroken when they see them together.
What was that noise?
That's the sound of a heartbreak.
That sounds really sad.
That sounded about as terrible as it feels. So, yeah, pretty accurate. There's Bing my phone. There's...
I'm sorry.
John sent... What is... Oh, I approve this picture.
See? Not everything's Harambe memes with me.
I'm surprised it's not Harambe. It is them. It is a picture of delicious thighs of Mercy.
But
A little bit of butt cleavage.
What, like on the Skype chat or just your personal?
personal.
Personal.
Oh, okay.
Show it
So
to
I can't
Tori.
see.
Fuck.
It's on my phone.
You bing me again? How dare you?
Wait, is that Tom?
Yeah?
What do you mean, is that Tom?
Tom is...
That's definitely Tom. Oh my goodness.
So right now, I put a picture of Mercy, and in top response I'm putting a picture of Dexter's mom.
But her ass is a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh!
Whoop whoop, that ass too fat.
From right there, it took me a while that you meant Cartoon
Blow
Network,
that ass too
Dexter.
fat. Whoop, whoop.
So I was
Yeah.
thinking, like, Dexter the serial killer. I'm like, Dexter's mom was taken apart by a chainsaw. Why would you want pics of that?
Look, some people are into that, alright? And they're crazy. And they're
Uh-huh.
wrong for liking that. Damn it.
What?
Anywho, so...
But at the same time, can you blame Claire for getting with Luke? 'Cause
Yeah,
Luke
but, like...
is very smooth.
It just felt like... It wasn't that well brought upon the series. It was like, here's Claire, and then bam, relationship. And I'm just going... They could have done this a little better.
I mean, considering they're going steady, it's not like with Misty, because he sleeps with Misty,
Like,
when
first
he meets her.
episode...
And then they're
sleeps
like,
with Misty.
okay. I was told we got
But-
Misty Knight, but she doesn't get her special bionic arm.
Oh,
Because apparently in the comics she gets a metal arm.
nice.
I don't know how she loses hers in the original.
Wait,
So like when it's like she almost lost her arm because her arm does get hurt, but it's like, oh,
isn't
that was
her
so close. She
arm
almost
like
lost her
made
arm.
of? Doesn't her arm like high? Isn't like super high vibration enough to like take apart adamantine? Is that her?
It can melt them like it can disassemble the molecular structure of adamantium.
Yeah, I only remember that because Death Battle used that as a reason on how Raiden's high frequency blade can cut through Wolverine's adamantine skeleton. Which, you know, once you have that, it's like, okay, that's good enough reason.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a good episode. It was when Death Battle was good. Remember that? Remember when Death Battle was good?
Make that battle
What's
again.
Death Battle?
Death Battle, yeah.
I don't remember this.
It's a series on Screw Attack.
Screw Attack.
Screw Attack. It's a channel on YouTube.
Oh,
Holy fuck,
okay.
Tori. Anyways.
Brian, you have to keep it in mind, half of Tori's life is just
Bucky.
anime and
You're right.
Marvel bullshit.
You're right, I'm sorry.
You can't get mad at her.
So, yeah. Claire relationship with Claire, it felt a little poorly written. It felt poorly written, but Claire otherwise was pretty awesome.
Also, we find out that his wife, who was mourning in Jessica Jones and at the beginning of this series, turns out she was using him from the beginning.
Yeah, pretty
Or at least
much.
she wasn't as, like, empathetic and caring to him as he thought she was. It's like, wow, I've been fighting and going crazy, and she's just been like, subject is dealing as expected. He might be ready for the treatment.
Yeah,
And so he watches the video, and he's like, how could she?
She wasn't completely honest, but I feel like after he escaped prison with her, like it was a little better, but like during the prison time, definitely not honest.
Yeah. And so he was very, very upset about that, and he just destroys the guy's barn.
Yeah, Jessica. Honestly, like the whole Luke's wife plot point was just to me that's always been weird. Like she was in the prison, she had this thing that Killjoy wanted. That was like what was on it. It had information about his parents, but it also has information about Luke Cage's superpowers and how it works and shit like that. It's like so. See, like basically, Luke's wife had a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, oh, this is how we save him after being shot with bullets. I'm still not buying the fact that these hammer tech things actually work. It's like, ooh, you gotta be scared of me, because I got big hammer tech stuff. And I'm like, I thought the whole joke in Iron Man 2 is that his weapons suck. That they can't do doink.
Well, apparently they got better. I think they just established, like, offhandedly that they've been getting better.
Yeah, I guess so. But still, the name doesn't scare me. I'm not like, ooh, hammer tech. With that, the Judas
with the
bullet.
Judas, like, the Judas bullet is made of, like, otherworldly material. I'm guessing adamantine.
Well, it would have to be vibranium.
Either vibranium or adamantine. It's enough to puncture his skin, and then it explodes after a few seconds.
Although, oh my god, the part where they fix him, because they're like, okay, in order to open his skin enough that we can get the shrapnel out, they gotta dip him in powerful acid. Like, they have to, in boiling acid. Oh, that was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was brutal. It was pretty cool, though.
No, I don't know what was more brutal, the acid bath, or how it's like, okay, well, how do we, like, get in and take a sample of blood? I'm like, last time
they shove a giant fucking needle in his throat, in his mouth.
Oh god, I'm like, I thought the eye was bad last time. And it's like, no, this time the needle's going in your throat, and I was like, oh, I can't do
it. It wasn't the throat; it's under his tongue, that spot under the tongue.
Oh,
yeah, that's even more brutal.
Yep.
Yeah, holy fuck.
Holy shit.
But yeah, what else did we not talk about yet? Did we talk about how Cottonmouth dies in episode 7?
Yeah, because he made a fatal error in, bad mouthing Mariah in the wrong way, so she just killed him.
In a fit of rage, throws him out of a window in his club, and then beats him, mutilates him with a mic stand. And then then after Mariah calmed down, they framed Luke Cage on it. Oh, and Shades is there. Look, Shades is my favorite. He's my favorite. There was a scene where like where Zip and company were taking Shades somewhere, and like in the elevator, Zip was supposed to kill Shades, and it's like got him rope around the neck, about to strangle him. And I'm like, no, they're gonna kill off my favorite character, no. And then Shades like busts free, beats everyone up, and shoots a couple of them, and then fucking executes Zip on the roof of the building. And I'm just like, good, yes, excellent. He lives. That was great.
That was great.
Shades is my favorite character of all time, though they whitewashed him in this series.
Well, he's not white. He's Latino.
In the comics, he was black.
Yeah, I believe that.
He was more black than Latino. He had a Latino name, but he was black. Like, throwing everything.
Maybe it was both. Like, Claire's both. Well, I mean, when I say Claire's both, I mean Rosario Dawson is blue. It is both. So, that means Claire is both.
But no, the Shades in the Netflix Luke Cage series is white. But but that's not a bad thing because he pulled it off very well. Like he was one of the stronger characters, like one of the more well written characters in the series.
Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of cheating to say Claire because she was already established beforehand. Yeah. But the characters introduced in this show who was taken way too soon was Pops. Pops was my favorite.
Pops, rest in peace.
Rest in
pepperonis.
Though, to be fair with the Claire statement, yeah, she was already established previously, but Claire was definitely more prominent in this series than she was in any other series.
That's true.
Like, she was hardly in Jessica Jones. She was, like, in one episode, I think, in Jessica Jones.
Yeah, she was a cameo in Jessica Jones.
She helped patched up Luke Cage in an episode. And then, season 2, she was alright. Like, she had a pretty decent role, but nothing huge. This time around, she definitely had, like, a major role in Luke Cage, I would say.
And it also looks more at, like, she was supporting, but it also asks, like, well, what's she gonna do now? Like, what are her motivations?
She wants to heal people with abilities. That's what she wants. She said that herself.
But yeah, so I'm telling you, Pops died at the end of episode 2. But for only being in 2 episodes, they really established where he came from. Like, he lived in Harlem his whole life and gained a lot of respect in the town. Another character who I kind of wanted to see more of, even though she was only in flashbacks, was Mama Mabel.
Yeah, Mama Mabel is only, like, shown in one flashback, really.
Yeah, and they talk about her, like, occasionally, about how powerful she was.
Ignore that music. I forgot I had a stream open in the background. I guess that stream ended, then started back up, so music started playing. So for a few seconds, started hearing a bass tone. It's all good though. We're all good. Nothing. There would be nothing to strike a copyright at.
Okay.
Well, I didn't hear a damn thing, but you're good.
No, it's because it came from my computer. You dumb.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't hear.
Good.
But yeah, like, we see her once, and we see how she was, like, you know, very, like, caring. Because that's what I like. I like the crime bosses that are, like,
caring.
good
she was
to the
brutal as fuck.
I know, but she cared about, like, you know, people who were good to her. As long as she didn't disobey her. But then if you disobeyed her, she got brutal. Like, it's like, I heard you were selling drugs. I sell a lot of things in this town, but I don't sell drugs. And she just cut off his finger with pruning scissors. And I was like, oh, that was so badass.
Oh my god. Then she, like, leaves the finger on the table, like, that's just the thing that happens.
Like, oh, well, there's a finger on the table.
Oh, no, she was in, like, two or three flashbacks. My mistake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, because then we find out Uncle Pete, who's a creepy uncle. Apparently. So, yeah, and he believed in Cottonmouth. Okay, basically, Cottonmouth, because Mariah and Cottonmouth are cousins. Uncle Pete was a father figure to Cottonmouth, and Mama Mabel was taking care of Mariah, because they played favorites. But one thing I don't get is, okay, so they're supposed to be cousins. And in the flashback, we see they're not that distant in age. Like, Mariah, I don't know, she's probably like a late teenager, maybe 19, at most 20, when she's studying in the flashback. And Cornell is like 14 at the time when he's playing on the piano. So they're close in age, but yet when they talk about Cottonmouth's backstory and how he was dropped off by his mom because, you know, she couldn't raise a kid, that they gave him to Mariah and Mariah raised him. I'm like, what? How old was she when they just dropped him in his arms? Like 3, 4, 5?
Probably.
Because I'm like, it's probably it, and, you know, I'd believe it. In that kind of place, you just give the baby to a 5-year-old, being like, here, change his diaper.
But yeah. So, overall, Luke Cage is a good show. Had
a very bittersweet ending.
Very bittersweet ending where Luke goes back to prison.
But the good thing is that, as Carl Lucas instead of Luke Cage, But like the good thing is that that old man, I forget his name. He was one of Pop's friends. It was Pop's chess buddy.
Oh,
But
God, I can't remember his name either.
But he was like, the new kind of father figure, or at least like, the wise old man with advice after Pops is dead. But he found the files because they were left behind in the barbershop.
The
so he found
files
them.
that had the evidence saying that Diamondback framed Carl Lucas.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know where they're gonna go with that. Is that gonna be an easy fix? Like Defenders opens up with him getting out of prison?
Maybe. We shall see in season 2.
Or by Defenders. Or we might even find out by Iron Fist. Because it's Iron Fist first, right? And then Defenders.
Yeah, Iron Fist is... No, I think Defenders was marketed first.
Really?
I think. I don't know. I'm so behind in the game right now that I can't say I can watch something.
Okay. Well, whichever one comes first, they're probably going to explain what happened to Luke. Oh, but in not Marvel news, actually in some DC news, just a little bit.
Boy.
I'm back.
What? All I'm going to say is that they revealed the new Mara outfit that's going to be in the movie. And it looks great.
It doesn't look bad, but why? Okay, why does the actress look like Ariana Grande?
What? I don't see it at all. Ariana Grande looks like a little girl, and
look at the face and look at the hair.
Yeah, I don't see it. Amber Heard has a much more womanly face than Ariana Grande's little baby face.
I see a young face and off-colored hair. I see Ariana Grande.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Okay, so
Amber Heard is playing Mara in Justice League.
Mara.
And pictures.
Aquaman's
Mara, Queen of Atlantis.
Oh.
Aquaman's wife, if you don't know who that is.
Oh.
Yeah, but she looks like a freaking young lady. She looks like Ariana Grande.
I don't see it at all. But I do like the outfit.
Yeah, the outfit's accurate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, ooh, that's accurate. And I'm kind of relieved that it's not like, okay, even though I wouldn't really mind the sexy belly dancer dress, but that's kind of what she had in the cartoon. And I was like, if they go with that, I don't know how I'm going to feel. But no, this looks cool. Looks like she's ready to fight in this. I like it. Oh, and it's got the tiara.
I mean, you really can't fuck up Mara's costume unless you just gave her no clothes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because you'd be like, oh, it's like mermaids. Mermaids are naked, right?
Oh, I mean, that's
like if they were going for like or what's called Birth of Aphrodite kind of thing. Just like the long flowing red hair and like literally nothing else. Just pops out of a clam.
Clam. The only DC news that I could share is that season 2 of The Flash is finally on Netflix. About fucking time.
Nice.
So I could finally catch up on season 2 and then wait another 2 years for season 3 to be on Netflix.
Yeah, they take forever sometimes.
Yeah, holy fuck. It doesn't need to be like a whole year between when Flash... Like, half a year. Come on, guys. Half a year. Season ends, and then, like, fucking a month or two, and then you should put it on Netflix. I don't want to wait a fucking year after a season ends to watch it on Netflix. Because now I have to get back into that, like, okay, what happened in The Flash? Things happened. He ran fast.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
He ran so fast.
Gotta go
ran
fast.
so fast that he went back in time. Wait, that actually happened. Multiple times.
Ryan, you want to know the secret to the Flash? Here's the secret. Did he run fast?
Yes.
Or did he not? There you go.
Yes.
How does Flash solve most of his problems? Did he run faster than he ever ran faster before?
I think him running fast creates more problems. Didn't, like, the whole fucking...
Flashpoint?
It wasn't like the Flashpoint. That was the Flash rewriting time, like, resetting the DC universe.
Because he ran fast.
Yep.
Because he ran so fast and then went back in time and tried to stop something, and that just ended up fucking the universe over.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with time travel, kids. It just never ends.
Yeah, he wanted to save his mom. It's like, great, you saved your mom, but technically Batman saved his parents. Or at least Bruce Wayne saved his parents by taking the bullet instead.
Yeah, but then Martha goes crazy, then Thomas
Yeah, so things ended up being worse.
and Thomas is like, oh, I hate everything. Ugh.
He's like ultra Batman, because he's like, no, killing criminals is fine, because like there's nothing good in this world, there's nothing worth saving.
So he's like the movie Batman, the
BBS one.
What's the actor's name again?
Ben Affleck?
He's Ben Affleck Batman now.
Ben Affleck?
Pretty much. He's older.
I mean, Ben
And
Affleck's
yeah, and
pretty
in
old.
that story, Martha Wayne becomes the Joker.
That's not weird. So what happens to the Joker? What happened to the original Joker then?
It doesn't say. Maybe,
I mean, like, the original
guy's not
Joker
doing
has
anything.
to be something, right? Like, that person just doesn't go away. Like, he's still there.
Okay, well, what probably happened is that this Batman, who's okay with killing criminals, probably just killed him the first time around.
Huh. Didn't think of that.
Also, I think he threw Catwoman off of a build. Okay, it shows that some criminals, if he doesn't kill them, he just throws them off of a building. And
Does that kill him?
Maybe sometimes they die, sometimes they just end up paralyzed, like Catwoman. Because you see,
Oh, you know
Catwoman helps, like, I don't know, for some reason Catwoman is helping an investigation, but she's completely wheelchair bound. Like, she's paralyzed from the neck down.
Does she become Oracle?
No.
They didn't say Oracle exactly, but I guess she does that job where it's like, I'm just gonna do computer stuff from a wheelchair, so.
Wait, from
That's
the
the
neck
Oracle job.
down instead of the waist down?
Yeah, it's the neck down.
How does she do computer things if she can't use her hands?
Her eyes? She can
What?
blink.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wait, that's seriously a thing? Did it blinks to use a computer? Like,
Yeah.
Oracle
Yeah.
does? It's weird.
Not weird, it's
It's
science.
advanced technology.
It's advanced, my ass.
Your ass is pretty advanced. So.
Thank you.
So, on other news.
Overwatch stuff.
Oh, okay, just completely better on my subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
well,
your subject?
we want to talk about Mercy's new thighs.
Well, I was gonna talk about the biggest, coolest thing on this list, but okay, we'll talk about Overwatch.
I don't even know what the list is. I'm not looking at the list.
Yeah, good job. Thank you, friend.
Let me
Oh,
just...
that you made macaroons?
No, no,
You made That's the big thing. You made macaroons.
no. Let's talk about Overwatch.
Shin Gojira. Did you want to talk
Yes.
about that? All
I
right, we
wanted
could
to
talk about Shin
No,
Gojira then.
no, we'll talk about Overwatch.
No, go talk about Gojira.
No, Overwatch. I'll get my
Overwatch.
time
The new Halloween thing is awesome. There's a lot of awesome new skins. The brawl is like this co-op thing. It's just a short horde mode. There's like waves of zombie robots try to attack a door, and it's told from a story from like Reinhardt's telling the story. And it's like the Soldier 76, Hanzo, Anna, and McCree are defending the gate from the evil Dr. Junkenstein, which is Junkrat.
Junkenstein.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And he has like a mad scientist outfit, and I
This
unlocked
costume
it.
is shit.
And then like it's got Junkenstein's monster, which is Roadhog, looking like a Frankenstein pig.
That's funny.
And then the reason why he's like is able to have like zombie robots and Junkenstein's monster is because he had the help of the Witch, which is the Witch Mercy skin, and the Reaper, which is a headless horseman Reaper skin, which is like looks like an awesome Reaper with like a pumpkin head. It looks really cool. Like all the outfits look really cool. Like Zenyatta is it's like skeleton designed, and like Hanzo looks like a Japanese zombie, and Soldier 76 looks like a zombie with the fucking Thriller red jacket outfit that Michael Jackson has.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so cool. Farah is like purple, like it's like dark purple armor, but like bits of her glows bright purple, like
Oh, she's not a
fire, like
mummy?
she's possessed.
Oh, she's not a mummy?
No,
Darn.
she's got the Ra outfit that she has. Ra?
Dude.
No,
Isn't
Anubis,
she
not
like the
Anubis.
Egyptian one?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
Egyptian.
She's not a mommy for Halloween.
Well,
Anna
then there's
is a mommy.
Anna, but Anna's not a mummy either. She's a mommy, but not a mummy.
She's a mommy.
She's a mommy.
She's Farrah's mom. That's the joke.
Yeah.
One of her taunts is she hands out candy.
Like Grandma would.
And and Soldier 76 has a spray where he's like sitting on a rocking chair with candy at his side, arms crossed, looking like he's a grumpy old man, handing out candy on Halloween. I was like, that's the best. I love it. And then
Dude,
like
the
they
best.
all have like Halloween sprays of like kid versions of them with like costumes of like their outfits. And like Farrah is adorable as fuck, and Diva is like cardboard box Diva.
It's canon, yo.
Dude, cardboard mech Diva is canon because that's child Diva. It's now canon. It's pretty great. Let's see what else.
Dude, the best thing that come out of it is that really cute fucking emote that May does.
No, that's not an emote. That's a highlight intro. May has a new highlight intro where like her little floaty robot thing has like a ghost like napkin over it. Looks like a classic ghost, and it like floats next to May, and she looks and does a little squeal, and then she encases herself in ice and falls over.
Super cute.
And it's like, oh my god, that's fucking adorable. And I unlocked it and I have it.
I have it too.
Reaper has a badass one where it shows like a coffin and then like does like doo-doo doo-doo and it's like zooms in quickly twice, and then Reaper kicks out of the coffin and points guns at the screen like and it's like, oh my god, that's badass. I love it.
Ryan.
Yo.
See what people are doing with that now? They're making the meme somebody wants.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking. I know what you're spitting. So yeah, like Overwatch Halloween just makes me happy because it reminds me of the greatness that used to be TF2 Halloween, and it's just like, I'm so happy this is a thing. It makes me so happy, and it's only going to be better because like it's Blizzard, and Blizzard has done like holiday events perfectly in the past. Like if you look at World of Warcraft, there's fucking holiday events up the ass with World of Warcraft. So all they do is just like, yo, World of Warcraft team, what got any advice on Halloween thing? They'd be like, yo, do this. So the fucking Halloween is fucking awesome, and Overwatch, and I can't wait. It makes me want to like go forward in time and like experience what Overwatch will be like in like Thanksgiving and for John Miss and for like Valentine's Day, shit like that.
Oh my god, can you imagine? I wonder what Soldier 76 is going to be for Thanksgiving, considering he's the dad. You know, just dad carving the turkey, dad burning the turkey,
Junkrat blowing up the turkey, and Roadhog probably is a turkey, like a giant turkey.
He's gonna be the turkey.
But dude, how many skins have you gotten? Because I've gotten 3.
I've got a lot. I've gotten Farrah, Junkrat, Zenyatta.
No, but how many have you gotten?
Me? Yeah, I'm listing off the ones I've got.
Oh.
I have to start over. Junkrat, Roadhog, Zenyatta, Farrah. I think that's it.
I've got 3. I played today and got 3 boxes, and I got 3 out of 3 skins. So I was happy. I picked up Ana, Mercy, and Roadhog.
Got the Mercy skin. I'm like so close to just being able to buy the Mercy skin.
See, a true boy would just a true strong boy would actually just try to get the box, but
you know, I bought 50 boxes yesterday. Didn't get this Mercy skin.
You can do it, Ryan. Just keep on trying.
Yeah, well, not today. Maybe tomorrow.
So, in other news, if you are a fan of the big green baddie, Gogeta.
Is he green?
He's something.
He's scaly.
He's green. If you're a fan of the big OG kaiju himself, Gogeta, Funimation did a limited time release till the 18th of this month for Shin Godzilla, also otherwise known as Godzilla Resurgence. It's super good, but it's complicated to explain why it's good. Like, I for a fact would know Ryan would not like it, and maybe Tori would like it.
I might like it because I've I've watched bits and pieces of Godzilla movies in the past, just because the reason why I haven't seen the whole thing is because, well, they were on TV and I came in 45 minutes in. But from what I've seen, it's still pretty captivating, even if you just jump in.
This movie's not like the old school monster film or old school Godzilla films where it's Godzilla versus like another monster or him fighting doing this. It's literally Godzilla on a rampage and the Japanese government responding to this new threat. Not going into spoilers, we're not going to spoil much, but it's pretty much Japan's doing Japan things, and Godzilla shows up, and they're like, "Well, what do? We never prepped for this." So it's like the Japanese government having to do research and trying to go like the whole bureaucracy of how to tackle Godzilla in an effective manner, and then they also kind of go into the U.S. politics system and how other nations play a matter. It's super good if you like that type of stuff. But how they take down Godzilla is hilarious. I laugh my ass off because it's a clever plan, but how they implemented them, like, really, like it didn't take them that long to fuck up Godzilla. But okay.
Did they use fish?
No.
Oh.
God, I hate that movie.
It's a lot of fish.
But this is a totally different Godzilla than the other Godzillas we've seen. He has some new tricks up his sleeves, and he evolves, which is new.
Oh.
Not a big plot point, because Godzilla apparently is the ultimate new creature or ultimate form of a form of life on planet Earth now, to the point where he's able to evolve and adapt. And I was like, that's pretty neat how they did that.
Isn't that like a plot point for the game Evolve?
I never played Evolve. Didn't play bad games.
Okay.
I had nothing to say to that.
You're not wrong. It's not that great of a game.
Also, he's got a new two tricks up his sleeves, which, if you've seen the trailers for this movie, you'll know what they are. And it's like, at first I was kind of conflicted as to whether I liked it or not.
Does he spit sick rhymes?
No, but he spits fire.
Does he? Well, that's an old trick.
Mm-hmm. No, sir. He spat out hot energy. Now he spits fire and energy.
That sounds like a downgrade.
No, okay.
Energy sounds awesome. Why would you want to spit fire instead?
So, cool thing about this, I love how they discussed him. When Godzilla has too much pent up energy in him, he needs to dispel it. So when he's trying to convert that energy out, it comes out like a fume, and then once it comes out as such a once it can heat a certain heat, he can make it into pure heat, which is fire. And if he concentrates it enough and spills it out enough, he can make it to pure radiant energy. And I was like, that is pretty fucking hype.
So he burps energy.
No, it's not burping. He's literally just like expelling it out of his mouth, and he's like expelling it at such a high rate and such a high temperature that it ignites the fire, then to pure energy that he concentrates. And he has two new tricks, which I was like I said, they were kind of like okay, but I don't know how I feel about them. The one thing that irked me though is that he has a huge tail, which is kind of weird.
I think they made, from what I heard, they made him more
anatomically correct.
Yeah, so he'd be able to like walk and function.
Oh, dude, they do a really good job of explaining how Godzilla does doing that, and it's super cool. But
Does
the
he
thing
still
that
have
got
two brains?
They didn't go into that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but the one thing they did talk about was one thing that kind of irked me was the size of his tail. His tail girth and length was the size of his entire body.
Yeah.
So his tail was longer than him, which was like, okay, it's kind of weird.
So it's like a tail with a little lizard on the end of it.
No, it's pretty much his tail that can go from his end all the way over him. It's long enough to be him. Yeah, it was super weird. That was my only grievance about the movie. I was like that tail is a little long. Aside from that, the movie's good. The only thing that sucked is when I got to the theater, I was sitting in the very front row. So
ick.
And it's subtitles, so and it's Japanese. It's Japanesey, like, you know how in a movie or Japanese movies there's like tons of text everywhere and you have to read it. Yeah. So I was like, I'm only gonna pick one area to look up or down, and I'm going to read the subtitles. So I never really paid attention to the names of the characters. So, but I mean, you don't really watch the movie for the characters. You just watch it for the Godzilla and how they react. So, otherwise, good movie. if you have a chance till the 18th, check in your local theater and go watch it. I highly recommend this movie if you love like political drama and Godzilla and shit. Also, they take stabs at the U.S. Like, it's not even funny. It was like, wow, like,
Well,
goddamn.
of course they do.
They're like, they're gonna drop the bomb on Tokyo. Like, this would be the third time they've done this. They're gonna ruin Japan. And I'm like they mention it a lot, and I was like, damn, like they got no shame.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a Godzilla movie basically saying that Godzilla was like the punishment on Japan for World War II.
Well, no
so
comments.
That was probably like a stab at that.
Well, they're saying that Godzilla is most movies say Godzilla is a byproduct of the bombings, but
I mean, like that specific Godzilla movie mentioned that it was like it was a line that was like it's like it is punishment for what we done in World War II.
I do not recall the movie.
Yeah, it's a lesser popular Godzilla movie. It was not that great, from what I understand.
Is it one of the American ones?
No, there was only one American one, and
no, there's two.
There was
No, there was only one. There's only one that we talk about.
There was the Bryan Cranston one. That's right.
Yeah, that's the good one. The good American one. The other one.
John, decent one. It wasn't fantastic. It was decent.
It's a Godzilla film.
Yeah, well. Versus the other one.
Versus
where he just
that's a lot of fish.
That's a lot of fish. He just goes to the corner store, gets some pregnancy tests, and so you know what? I'm just gonna test Godzilla's blood on it, and it's positive. Godzilla's pregnant.
So that's terrible.
It was terrible. I was like, what?
Makes no sense, but okay.
And it worked on a human pregnancy test.
But Godzilla's a reptile. It lays eggs.
It's an iguana.
Yeah, it's pretty much an iguana.
Anyway.
So on other news, anime. A couple new series started up recently, or picked up. If you're a big fan of Gundam Iron Blooded Orphan started their season 2.
Nice.
And I don't know, did you watch that, Ryan?
Which one?
Iron Blooded Orphans?
I watched like the first few episodes, and I just kind of
got
distracted. I remember it being alright.
It's alright. I'm gonna give it the long haul because I liked how it progressed, but it's still rough. Keijo, Hip Whip Girl started Thursday. And man, oh man, that one's that's a rough one.
Butts everywhere.
No, this anime just takes no shame in saying that we are fan service and we're gonna just take ourselves seriously with this sports-esque anime.
So, what you're saying is, it has butts in it.
It has butts and boobs, and apparently girls who have superpowers with their butts and boobs.
Sounds like a fantastic anime.
Dude, straight up, my favorite girl is this one character who can apparently swing her hips so fast and hard that when she hits you on the lower jaw, she scrambles your brain and makes you go unconscious.
What?
Yeah, you tell me how that works. And
hold up. There's a girl that is able to hit your lower jaw with her butt and knocks you out.
So hard. Yeah, she knocks you out.
Damn.
She's able to gyrate her hip from the bottom and do a complete upward motion and hit you in the jaw and scramble your brain and knock you out.
Uppercuts with the booty.
Dude, she's the best girl. She's the best girl. And there's like they give no shame saying like butt cannon or like super butt cannon. And I was like, what? Where this girl launches her ass at other people and she like hits with the force of a cannon ball. And I was like, oh, okay. This anime dumb. Like there's judo girls and gymnastic professionals and it's so weird the dialogue because they talk about some of the girls like, oh, she's a thoroughbred, and I'm like,
thoroughbred? What?
I am not kidding. There was a line in the first episode that calls her she's a thoroughbred and she's like made for like for the sport.
She
and
was
then I'm
genetically engineered for butt
battles.
Butt boob.
For butt play. Wait.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. This anime also is super. I would recommend watching this with a grain of salt because this one's just kind of it's out there. Other animes that popped up recently, because I am the anime lord right now because Tom's not here.
Isn't there like this Prince on Ice anime that started?
Oh my god, I don't have the name of it, but I'm watching it right now.
It's like Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on Ice. That one is super good.
Oh, it is good.
It's good. It's also, but it's pretty. It's one. It falls in the category of being pretty boy anime,
I like Pretty Boy anime.
but it's also a really good story.
Where's my buff boy anime? What the fuck?
Oh, you want a buff boy anime? I have one for
Yeah.
you. I have a sports
No.
of buff boys.
I want muscular men.
You want it, Ryan? Here
I
you go.
want JoJo, and I want fucking Louis Armstrong. I want. Oh, yeah, you know what I want.
You know what you know what all I'm hearing, Ryan, is that we need to make our own anime. Just direct an anime.
Go on.
I say we make like I told you last week, we had the idea a curling anime, but we do a U.S. versus Japan ideal. We voice act the American characters, which are all big buff American men.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, how you doing, girly?
How are you doing?
Oh, you want to be a girly? And then Tori
It's
and
like
two other.
terrible thick Japanese accents.
Oh my
They're
god.
completely offensive. Because if you watch like an anime that's in Japanese, but there's a character that speaks English, it's just like, "How are you doing?"
Oh, this seki is so good. I'm telling you, I could get an artist to start doing a manga for this, and we would be none the lesser.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, but if you're looking for a buff boy anime, there is a new sports anime that came out called All Out,
All out.
and it's about rugby. So
Ooh.
Whoa,
That sounds brutal.
Sounds brutal as fuck.
it's a boys anime. It's a boys team anime that's about rugby, and the captain Sekizan, who's more passionate and intense than anyone. All the members are completely different, but they keep on growing on the battlefield, known as youth.
Oh my god, they're all buff as fuck.
Dude, that's why I'm saying this one looks pretty good.
Even like the fat guy is buff as fuck.
Why can't we be like that?
I am like that.
I mean, why can't we be buffer?
You're right.
I mean, we're pretty buff. You want to hear a bad name for an anime?
But
What?
fuck. 22.
Tell me what you think when you hear the name Bloodivores, and I'll tell you how close you are.
Bloodivores.
Can you tell
Sounds
me
like something like vampires.
You're not wrong.
Is it vampires?
So it has to do with vampires.
It has to do with people consuming blood, and it's like a new step evolution of people. It has a terrible name, and the premise is stupid.
But they're not vampires?
They're something. They're vampires, but they're not vampires.
Sounds terrible.
They I think they work on consuming blood, or I don't know. I have not taken a chance to swing at this anime because it looks and sounds terrible.
That sounds almost as bad as Tokyo Ghoul. Oh.
But Tokyo Ghoul was terrible. Oh.
Yeah. That's why I said almost as terrible.
New animes. The studio who did Attack on Titan is making a new anime.
Is it good?
I'll tell you the name of it right now, but I don't get what they're doing.
Didn't they make an anime series last season?
They just finished doing Cabaneri the Iron Fortress.
Was that any good?
I haven't had a chance to really look into it.
Yeah, me neither.
There's
a lot of anime that I wanted to watch last season that I just never got around to doing it.
I'm still watching a lot of the old anime. I'm still watching a lot of the old anime right now. So I'm barely watching the summer anime because I'm right now finishing Sweetness and Lightning. So
Nice.
I will have to find the name of this anime and I'll post it on the channel on the page because apparently the link and all sorts have been taken down. So this may have been just like a leak or something.
Oh.
I don't know, but they just I don't get this. The studio does okay animation because when they did Attack on Titan, I can appreciate the animation, but the story was shit. Cabaneri the Iron Fortress has really good animation, but it just ended off in a season. They're right now it's kind of like it's gonna get continued, but I don't know when they're gonna do it. But now they're making another series, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Who knows?
Yeah. Since I finished Gurren Lagann, finally, that means I gotta start another one. An
Pronounce
older
it
one.
funny.
I know why. Because I'm like, why do I say it like that? Because that's how my friends in high school pronounced it.
They pronounce it weird.
I know they pronounce it weird, but now I'm stuck with it. That's just how I'm naturally going to say it. But I think I'm just going to do Kill a Kill next because I like that style.
Heads up, that anime you may not like. If you think it's kind of like an ecchi anime, you're not wrong, but it gets better. So
I don't mind ecchi that much. I'm not like, oh,
You
the
could,
boobs
you could
bouncing
say it's an
everywhere.
edgelord. It's
Oh,
so
God.
ecchi.
Edgelord.
no, because I actually got into an argument about how that anime is not really how it's not a complete objectification of women, but that's just another.
I know, because I saw the first 2 episodes when I was in college. I know what the suit looks like. I can handle it.
but it's actually a good story.
Yeah, that's what I believe it. I'm used to it. I know how anime works. Yeah, it's gonna be skimpy, objectifying looks, but there's gonna be a good story in there somewhere.
Yeah, but you kind of like lose that focus afterwards.
Yeah, at least it's not as bad as High School of the Dead.
Oh, that anime is not even a story. It's just like, well, hear them titters and hear them boobers. Hear the boobles. Have fun.
And here's how boobs can help you in a gunfight. Like, oh, a bullet can just go right past the boobs as they're flopping. That's so stupid.
The boobs are awesome, Tori. You should know this. You haven't.
I know, but like, they do nothing in a gunfight. For real.
They do. You can store ammo in them.
Boobs are purely cosmetic.
Unless you make it into machine gun boobs, then.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you want to hear a line from this Keiju anime?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I can't believe you pulled back your jaw, and slammed your face into my butt. That is a line from this Keiju anime. I don't know how to feel about it. Oof, man. Even the intro is questionable, but, that's another story. So, anything else we got to talk about this week?
I don't know.
I'm dry. I got nothing.
I bet you're dry. Here's some water.
Oh, god damn it. Thank you. I do like water.
You can be moist.
Gross.
Yeah. So I have a petition.
Mafia 3 came out.
I know. I picked up that game already, and I'm gonna stream it tomorrow.
Oh. Have you played Mafia 1 or 2?
No, I have not.
Okay,
so
that's all right then. Never mind.
I hear this game is just like GTA. So
yeah, GTA in the 70s or 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
Oh.
Both actually.
But I like the 60s.
Yeah, but you're a black guy, and they do not pull punches when it comes to the blatant racism that happened in that time period.
Well,
yeah, they shouldn't.
Well, this game is gonna be fun to stream. If they drop the N bomb,
yeah.
If they drop the N bomb, I'm gonna be like, well, that's it, folks. Have a good night. Da 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 da.
Yeah, let's just say if you have played Mafia 1 or 2, this game is not a Mafia game. Like, it has nothing. It has very little, like, similarities to the previous Mafia games. Where, like, the previous Mafia games, you were part of, like, Italian Mafia. Like,
Italian.
Shut up. I smack you in the face.
Whap.
Whack. And then it's Mafia 2. It's same deal. Italian family as Italian Mafia. It's all good. And then Mafia 3. You're in New Orleans. Nolans. And you're trying to take down this criminal organization to make your own criminal organization.
You're taking down the Italian Mafia.
But you're really not, though. Like, there's very little Italian Mafia going on. It's just not a Mafia game.
Well, I'm still gonna play it because it was either that or KOF 14, and I already own 4 copies of KOF 14. So.
Well, let me just tell you, the cutscenes in Mafia 3 are fantastic.
I know this game looks really good, so I think it'll be a good thing to stream for a couple streams until I get bored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they announced a release date for Jackbox Party Box 3.
What?
Ooh.
It's a week or so, I think.
It's gonna come out in a week?
Let me check the old Steam real quick.
Well, that doesn't affect me now because I have PS4.
Well, it'll also be on PS4, you jerk.
Never mind.
Jackbox Party Box.
Oh, that'll be
3
fun on community
It's
night.
going to be released October 18th, which is next week Tuesday.
Oh, cool. Then I can stream Jackbox Party Pack 3 next week and Drawful.
Yes! I love
The game will
Drawful.
include games Quiplash 2, Trivia
Okay.
Murder Party, Espionage, TKO, and Fakin' It.
Those games sound pretty good.
They showed a bunch of the they showed a bunch of game footage at TwitchCon, and it looked pretty darn good.
Well, guess we're going to be streaming that very soon. So.
Yay!
Yay! But you're not invited, Ryan, because you got to be in bed. Get some rest.
Right.
You're a hardworking society man now.
Well, I wanna.
And then I don't know. Sell your cell kidney. You'll be good for a month.
I need them.
No, you don't. You can sell a testicle.
I definitely need that.
You need one.
You only need one. You'll be good with
Well,
one.
I'd rather have both.
I mean, okay. I mean, it's $25,000 for a testicle.
No.
Okay.
Nope. I need them both.
Anything else, guys, before we call it a night?
We watched last week. We had a challenge. Watch a horror.
Oh yeah, we had a challenge. We had to recommend an anime, a horror movie for each other. So, since Tom's not here, Tom's a big baby bitch, so he's gonna have to just, catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, Tori, what's your movie that we're gonna have to watch, or we should watch this Halloween season?
I forgot. Did it have to be good or bad?
It can be whatever.
Okay, fine. Then you guys are watching The Babadook. Because I had to watch it last year. Scared the crap out of me. It is good.
Ryan, what was yours?
Freddy vs. Jason.
Ooh. I like that one.
You know they were supposed to be making a part 2?
Yep.
Yeah, they've been saying that for a long time.
Yep.
I really want
Are
to
they actually going to do it?
I don't know. If there's a GoFundMe for that, I will throw money at it. So.
Although, I don't know. I feel like it's been such a while that... What if the kiddies are like, who's Freddy and who's Jason?
Dude, when the first Freddy vs. Jason came out, it gotten to that point.
That's true.
So
they're just going to have to remind people.
Freddy vs. Jason was the first movie in either of those franchises that was actually good, quote unquote good, and by good I mean decent, in 20 years.
Oh yeah, in 20 years. Because I'm like, well, the original Nightmare on Elm Street, which I saw, is pretty good. It's terrifying. Well, it's creepy. It's not terrifying. It is very creepy.
I mean, after that, the only thing they did for Nightmare on Elm Street was the reboot, which was okay.
I forgot there was a reboot.
And they had the guy who played Rorschach as Freddy.
They also had a reboot of Friday the 13th with a faster moving Jason, which makes it even all the worse.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
The way you beat Jason Voorhees is you just keep on running and he can't catch up. You make him faster, well, you're fucked.
Well, no. That's the thing about Jason, is no matter how fast that you run and how slow he moves, he still catches up.
I mean,
haven't you ever seen a Friday the 13th? They're running and then they get to the car and he's they ran they're half a mile ahead of him, and Jason still brisk walk towards them, and then they stop to unlock the car that they locked, and then machete through the chest, and he's right there.
I found a way to beat horror movie antagonists now is you just get in a car and go across the country.
No, Freddy finds you, or Jason finds you.
No. Also, that doesn't work with it.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a demigod.
Yeah, you can't fuck with it though. Okay, so yours was Freddy, Jason versus Freddy versus Jason. Tori said, what was your name? Babadook. I have the movie It Follows.
It
Follows.
Yeah.
I think that's a new one, right?
That's a new one. It's a new indie film, kind of an independent film. It was actually really good, but there is a lot of I don't know how to describe it. It's not a bad film, but the premise is kind of funny, and then it falls apart on its own. and we were making jokes about this movie. How literally the logic of this movie is you can beat this girl if all it does is walk to you. Yeah, just watch the movie, check it out, and I recommend watching it with a friend so you can laugh because this movie's kind of a shit show.
Okay. Try to watch it with my sister. She loves to shit on shit shows.
Like it's scary. There's some legitimate scary moments, but otherwise you're just like, this is stupid. What are they doing? And I was gonna recommend Slither or Toxic Avenger, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna give you all a good movie. So yeah.
I know, it's like, oh, that sounds fun though.
Oh,
Cult
Toxic
classic
Avenger?
Toxic Avenger. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Where is it on Netflix? Where is it? Would I just have to find it online somewhere? I
You have
guess.
to find it online somewhere. I doubt it's on Netflix. That movie's raunchy as hell.
Ooh, raunchy.
Yeah. But yeah, that I guess this is it, kids. This has been the Communicast, the Spoopycast, something.
Spoopy.
If you like what you heard, you can comment, subscribe. We appreciate it. In the coming weeks, we probably are gonna be relaunching back the Super Button Bros and the Splendor in the Brasscast. So look out for that.
Look out for that.
All right.
All our links are down below for our streams, such as Tom's, Ryan's, and I's. Well, maybe not Ryan because he's now a working boy. So
Yeah. Wait.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Are you still streaming, or are you kind of just like taking a break because you're working?
Taking a break from streaming.
Okay. Well then, Tom and I's will be up on there.
Until further notice hiatus.
Yeah. Oh well. But and once I get my computer, we can do cool shit.
Yay.
So, on that note, everybody, good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, okay.
Man.
We'll let them bite.
We didn't
Good.
find any
I like
boy.
it like that.
Oh, you like it rough.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.